My hair makes me look like a crazy person right now, and allow me to explain because I have been engaging in only the purest, most concentrated form of lunacy. Twitter. I've been connecting dots that weren't meant to be connected. I've stumbled upon a web woven in lies, manipulation, and demonology. This is the kind of rabbit hole that will have you condemned to Arkham Asylum, and I'm gonna share it with you now. And it all has to do with that big plane freakout video from about 2 days ago now. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. There was a lady on a plane who got a little rambunctious, so she stormed off saying that the person she was sitting next to wasn't real and it scared her. Ordinarily, like 5 or 6 years ago, this would have been viewed as just like a goofy haha moment from silly lady. But now, in the current climate of our world, people accept even the most outrageous shit as legitimate. So they're using this as evidence that the government is putting fake people on our flights or that reptilians exist. And apparently now you're asinine if you write off a situation like this as just a drunk lady being rambunctious. I've also been keeping up with this. I'm sure all of you have seen this video already. I'll just in case you haven't here. This was the other day.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
So that blew up yesterday, and I have been glued to it ever since. So we live in a really awesome time period of our species where everything is deep. So this isn't just an isolated incident of a crazy lady having an unhinged episode. So I read like a 20k updated post on Twitter about how she's trying to let us know that there's a demonic presence on the plane by doing a 2 up, 2 down hand signal, which I'd never fucking heard of before. I had to look into this absolute lunacy. So I saw people debating on how she's trying to tip the public off that there was some kind of reptilian Satanist or something back there, which is what she's referring to as that motherfucker's not real. And they were being completely, like, genuine. They were being 100% genuine. I have been glued to it. People find symbolism in everything. Actually everything, and it's amazing. This has taken hold in a big way. Everything somehow ties into some kind of big Illuminati, deep state plan, reptilian, hollow earth theory. And I have just been absolutely enamored with it all day. I must have spent like close to an hour just doom scrolling all the people hyper-analyzing this frame of her freakout. It's a jutsu. Yeah, the psychosis jutsu. Or maybe she's trapped in a genjutsu, which is why she thought that guy wasn't real. So then where was it? Oh, it's a different video, I think. Is it gonna be here? Well, apparently Carrot Top was on the plane. Don't really care about that, though. Where's the, There's a video posted showing green hoodie guy. Apparently who she was referring to was a guy in a green hoodie. And there's a video that's showing him, and it's like, this is the proof, this guy is actually not real. And then they're coming up with theories on what it is. Because he's just sitting there. Like, doing nothing. He was literally just sitting still, and that's it. And then someone, take with a grain of salt, because it's TikTok, so the guy himself is probably less than human, just a fucking clout zombie, but a guy was claiming that he sat next to her, and that the guy in the green hoodie was ignoring her, and, like, it was really awkward and weird, and that he was starting to believe that the guy wasn't real too, or something. It's such a rabbit hole of nonsense, I can't help but enjoy. Unsurprisingly, there's been a flood of people claiming not only to be on the plane, but also to be the green hoodie guy. There was a very popular TikTok video that's come out now from a guy claiming to be the green hoodie guy, and it's all baloney. As far as I've been able to find, the woman in the video hasn't come forward with any additional information, nor anyone actually associated with her, or around her on the flight or anything like that. All these videos popping up of people pretending that they were a passenger on the plane and giving their insight into the situation, or the people claiming to be the subject that she's speaking on are all just lying for the sake of some internet updoots. Those are the fake people. Those are like actually fake people. They're not real motherfuckers at all. They are just clout-obsessed, attention-fucking desperate people that are just trying to capitalize off the viral sensation of this story. I'd love to hear more from her, though. I'm surprised that she hasn't given, like, an interview or something to explain her position. Because she had the whole crowd, the whole plane as a captivated audience here. The entire crowd turned around to look. Like, this is straight out of a movie.
It's not real. And you can...
Everyone fucking turns around to see who she's pointing at. This man's standing up here like, what, me? I'm catching a stray back here? It's just like a perfect disaster. Oh, everyone, yeah, I don't blame him. I'd turn around too. Everyone did. For good reason. You telling me someone's not real on this plane? I want to check it out. I'm expecting to turn around and see a fucking android or something. Some kind of mannequin. Or like that guy from Men in Black, the cockroach guy. Need sugar water. People in the comments were saying she was drunk and meant the flight attendant wasn't a real flight attendant, accusing him of stealing her AirPods. I saw that, but I didn't... I mean, there's no evidence to back that up, and that doesn't make me laugh nearly as hard as all the people talking about how she's going on about, like, some kind of demon on the plane. I saw something really fucking cool from this morning on Twitter. There was this big document that was being shared around Twitter as proof that this lady was onto something. Like, she was, you know, galaxy brain, seeing through the nefarious evil plot from the government, and they were sharing this top secret classified document that was going over an experiment they were conducting, where they were placing fake people on board these planes to fool the general populace just to see if they could, like, slip one in on us. So it was this document that was typed up, and it was, you know, subject, imaginary man, location, flight, whatever, plane to Orlando, and then it went into detail on what was going to go on. And they're like, look, see, this is hard evidence right here that she was onto it. She was privy to the scam. It was the government, the puppet master the whole time. And then an hour later, the guy who initially posted that it began circulating from, came forward and said that he felt really bad because he made it himself, because he thought it was fun as a creative writing piece for, like, SCP, basically. He wrote just SCP fanfic around this, and a lot of people went wild, assuming that it was real, because they don't do any level of research on their own or have any level of rational thought. It's just this desperate desire to feel special and smarter than everyone else, so they'll just accept the most impossible reality imaginable and just live in fantasy world and run with that narrative. And we were actually blessed with a double whammy here. There was another incident that continued to fan the flames of fake people on airlines, because there was another freakout that happened within the same 24-hour period, where a man got really upset at whoever he was sitting next to, so much so that he tried to, like, charge off the plane and, like, get out of there as soon as possible. Now, this one, from everything I've read, the guy was actually on drugs. Like, he came from, I think it was a music festival or something, and when you watch the video, it's pretty clear that he is not in his right mind. He's fucking tweaking hard, and yet people still, legitimately, still, are claiming, like, look, it's happening all over the world, you can't explain this. Why are so many people getting so upset at random passengers on their flights? It must be fake motherfuckers or reptilians. Clearly, these are the only two options.
Oh, him! Mate, just get out! Hey, mate, just fuck
Everyone is, come on, please! Go! Marco and Tony were out in short time!
Look at everyone filming, man!
What's
wrong? Yo!
The passengers were actually very quick to stop this. He was charging the door to try and open it during takeoff, and they dogpiled on this man like they were trying to recover a fumble in the Super Bowl. So, fast action from the other passengers on board the flight. But yeah, people are once again claiming that this is further evidence that something real evil is happening aboard these flights with passengers that aren't actually humans. And like I've said, it's been extremely entertaining watching all of these outrageous theories unfold so far, so I'm excited to continue reading more evidence from them about all of this. That's really about it. So yeah. Not long ago, there was that viral freakout on the airplane with the lady claiming that a passenger on board was not real. It was a huge meltdown and it really caught the internet by storm. It was a wild situation that had everyone confused and giggling, but it also really tickled the curiosity bone of a lot of unhinged lunatics. I don't know how better to say that. I can't be more charitable than that. There were so many people that started to speculate that she was onto something. This was all a ploy from the deep state with their 15-minute city agenda where they're sneaking robot, android, soulless husks disguised as people on our airline flights. And only this woman was able to see behind the curtain for the truth of the matter, calling out a fake person. And it was just this crazy conspiracy web about how, like, she's actually correct, there are fake people on these planes and she's onto something, and then they even started making up their own fanfic about how she's missing, the government must have found her, tracked her down, taken her out behind the barn and put her down like a sick animal, like just executed her for revealing the truth and opening her third eye with the Sharingan. Just pure pandemonium. This opened Pandora's box of mental illness on Twitter in particular. But I'm happy to say we finally have closure. She was never missing. She's been totally fine, just a little embarrassed about the situation, and today released an apology video. That's right, an apology video. Not only that, but body cam footage of her escort out of the airport also dropped, so we really got the whole kit and caboodle on this case here. In the footage, she seems drunk, a bit belligerent, but that's not 100% confirmed. I wasn't there. I didn't run a fucking toxicology report or breathalyze her, have her walk a straight line or anything like that. But that's how it seems. Just using my astute little peepers here, that's the impression I get, is she may have been hitting the alcohol a little hard before going on the flight, which would help explain the outburst. So, I want to show you a little bit of both of these things, and also what sparked this whole incident was allegedly she had misplaced her AirPods, she lost them, and accused a fellow passenger of stealing them. So, she just started pointing the finger like, this nefarious, no good pile of shit just stole my AirPods, so he's not real, that motherfucker's not real. That's what started all of this, I guess. Anyway, let's check out the body cam footage and then we'll see the apology video. Also, what an incredible year for apology videos. This is like the 1,000th one that's dropped this year. If apology videos were a renewable energy source, we would be able to power the entire fucking globe from just this year's load of apology videos alone.
I don't care if I'm ever fly with y'all ever again. I want to know what happens to this flight right here.
Hey, this is the after action post-game report. It's me from the future. I'll go ahead and tell you what happened to that flight. It had a completely safe, uneventful, scheduled flight and landed at its destination A-OK. Despite what a couple of weirdos on Twitter were trying to circulate, the plane was totally fine. Nothing happened on the flight, aside from her getting escorted off and causing a major delay and a headache for all the passengers on board. It was totally fine. Like, everything turned out okay. It's not like she was some kind of prophet who predicted that the plane would have a problem.
Let that flight leave. Do not let that flight leave. Being dead serious. Do not let that flight leave. That flight's not going to make it to Orlando.
Let's go.
It's not going to. Can I just leave? You don't need to escort me out.
Yeah.
Can I just
You had your own warning. So, keep walking.
Oh yeah, until y'all see that fight blow up.
Okay.
It's clear she's very distressed, and it's also very clear that this is not a moment she's proud of. She made that much clear in her apology video as well. This is one of those very unfortunate things that was captured on camera, and we don't know exactly the cause, whether it was alcohol related or something else, but it is I do feel bad for her. In the modern age, everything gets filmed, so you're always going to see someone's lowest moment if it happens in public. That's just the way the world works now. And I was thinking about this when watching her apology video. I have a phobia of flying. If I happened to be in the airport, or heaven forbid, on the aircraft when this happened, I probably would have had an even larger outburst and freakout that would have eclipsed hers. I would have stole the spotlight because I would have been fucking losing my mind. If this lady stood up and started saying the plane's going down, that motherfucker's not real, all rational thoughts going out my noodle. I'm waving my arms around, I'm fucking screaming. I'm gonna sound like Donnie out of the Wild Thornberrys. like just begging to get off of the plane. But anyway, let me show you her apology video. But before getting into it, I want to mention something. A lot of people, I guess, either recognized her or found information about her. Well, I'm guessing found information about her because she mentions that it was pretty invasive how people, like, got a hold of her information. People figured out that she's a marketing executive. So there was another narrative that spun like a week or two ago about how this whole thing was actually just a publicity stunt. And I just want to knock on your empty little noggin here and try and figure out how you could ever run with such a delusional idea. This is a horrible publicity stunt. That wouldn't do any good for her or her company. She's not advertising anything. She's not putting a product out there in front of people's eyes. This is pretty clearly not an attention-seeking publicity stunt for her marketing company. Like, I don't know how anyone would even think for a second that that's a plausible explanation. Just sit down for a moment, really just marinate in your swamp ass and form an individual thought. Why would this be a publicity stunt? Like, damn near landing on the no-fly list? For what? There's nothing good that comes out of this for her. So I don't know how anyone thought that somehow we had all been had. They pulled the rug out from under us. They bamboozled us. This was all just a marketing agency's calculated play. Somehow. It's so dumb. So fucking dumb. I wanted to mention that real quick. Anyway, here's her apology video.
As you know, I have been unwilling to speak on the viral video, but I do finally feel that it's time. First and foremost, I want to take full accountability for my actions. They were completely unacceptable. And I want to apologize to everyone on that plane, especially those that had children aboard. Can't imagine going through that and trying to explain to your kid what in the world just happened.
Overall, I think this was a totally fine apology video. It seems like she's very regretful of the whole thing because obviously this was very public. And she just apologizes to everyone involved in the situation. She takes accountability. She seems sincere. I don't have any real criticism or critique of the apology itself. I don't know where I'd put it on the internet apology tier list, but I think overall she did a fine job of coming forward and just being like, yeah, you know, we all have some very bad moments. Unfortunately, mine was very public and captured on camera for the whole world to see in fucking 4K, right? Like, it's just unfortunate circumstances. She also does mention that she found a lot of the memes that spawned from this to be comical, but then also mentions that there was a disturbing invasion of her privacy as well. Understandable to be upset about something like that too, for sure. So it's nice that she did come forward to finally put an end to all of like the conspiracy theories surrounding this situation. She didn't really go into detail on exactly what happened, so even the whole AirPod theory is still, I guess, speculation since it didn't come from her in this apology video. But it is nice that she came forward to clear the air a little bit here and hopefully put the kibosh on all these weird conspiracy theories surrounding the situation. It's not like she had to come forward, like obligated to make an internet statement. By no means did she need to do this, but it is appreciated that she did decide to, just to issue some kind of statement on the whole thing since so many people were captivated by it. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over the situation here because now there's some closure to all of it. That's really about it. So yep. This actually looks like some shit out of the intro for I Am Legend here. This guy's snarling and showing his teeth like an angry dog ready to strike. It sounds like something out of Call of Duty Zombies. Thank God it wasn't a full moon. This guy was ready to fucking anamorph into a werewolf here. Now, it does say he's having a racist meltdown in the caption of the video, but there's nothing racist present in the video. But according to the passengers on the flight, this all started because he was yelling at an Asian woman, and then all of a sudden, I guess, Umbrella Corporation blasted him with a T-virus and turned him into this, like, fucking zombie thing. This is the face of someone who knows what human flesh tastes like. Like I mentioned last time, I'm terrified of flying, but the more videos I see of people like this and the last guy we saw, that douchebag who got taped to a chair, the more interested I become in flying, just to be able to witness this fun. It just looks like going on a circus in the air. Like, it seems like a genuinely good time. You have, like, these onboard entertainment clowns that kind of go wild. Like, it seems cool. But I feel like that's only because I'm on the outside of it. I feel like if I was on this plane and witnessing this, I would be shitting my goddamn pants. I'd already be nervously hyperventilating into a paper bag, and then all of a sudden, fucking Lex Luthor in the row next to me just starts breaking out, going Super Saiyan, growling and eating his mask while salivating. So I definitely don't think it'd be super fun to be there for it, but I just want to say thank you to the heroes that film it, so that way I get to enjoy it from the safety of the ground.
You're landing. Now! You're landing.
Sit down now. You can't hold us.
We're not on the ground, sir.
Sit. Yes, we are. We're already grounded.
Sit! Is anyone else getting up? Sit!
I love that they're talking to Voldemort here like he's a dog, just telling him to sit. You know, just, hey, be a good boy, go over there and sit and I'll give you a treat, alright? Now go sit. This is where I got a little confused. So he's upset because he thinks he should be allowed off the plane because they're on the ground. But according to the passengers, they're not on the ground. So this guy was just asking to be let off the plane mid-flight. You know, like, hey, let me the fuck out of here. I'm done. All right, I've had enough. He just opens the door and flies out like DB Cooper. Like, I don't really understand because it's such an easy thing to prove to himself. Like, are we on the ground? Let me look out the window. Because you'd be able to know if you just, like, took a single glance out of the window. Like, there's multiple windows to the side of him even in the video. He could have just been like, we're not on the ground. I'm sorry for the trouble.
God! Sit! You sit down on that seat and you stay there.
Don't fight it. Really?
Sorry, folks, but that's what they think of America.
I don't know where Joe Biden came into play. Maybe he was the pilot or something. I couldn't really tell you. But then he goes into saying sorry, that's what they think of America. And he says it like he's trying to, like, learn how to read. It was at this point that I thought this had to be a drug-related incident here, because it really does sound like he's giving a class presentation and he's super nervous. So I looked it up. Apparently there's something called ambient zombies, which is something flight attendants have nicknamed people that take Ambien and get weird. And this, I guess, could be one of those cases. I'm really not sure. But the cops do show up, and it turns out he was just really drunk.
America is not a disgrace.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
So luckily, Chris Redfield and the boys were able to get on the plane and contain Patient Zero here. Hopefully this will be the only zombie we see taking flight, but who knows? This could just be the first of many dominoes to fall. Though I did think the same thing when that guy from Florida was eating another man's face off. I thought that was the beginning of the zombie outbreak. But luckily I was wrong. So weebs, put away your katanas because I think this is an isolated case. Just one zombie and it seems to be taken care of. He was cited for public intoxication. So that'll show him. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. See ya. I'm absolutely terrified of flying. I haven't been on an airplane since 2016. I have a genuine phobia of flying. However, if I was guaranteed a show like you're about to see, blessed with a fucking public meltdown of this caliber every time I'd get on a plane, I would be the first one in line at the TSA to get fingers up my butthole so I could get a great spot on the plane and watch this shit happen. This is glorious. So you're about to see a frat boy lose his mind after going 2 beers deep. He just gets a little sloppy.
You guys fucking suck! My parents are worth the fucking 2 million goddamn dollars. And you know what? You fucking suck!
Meet Maxwell. I think that name fits him perfectly. It's like straight out of South Park. If they had a douchey character that bragged about their parents' wealth, they just slap on the name Maxwell because it fits. He's just the quintessential failed son who only lives off mommy and daddy's money, just constantly suckling on their teats for the rest of his life, living in their shadow. If I was watching this video muted, I would assume he was bragging about his parents' wealth. The kind of guy that's like, hey, fight me, but if you do, my dad's gonna sue you. And he also works for Bungie, so he'll get banned on Xbox Live too, nerd.
Yeah, you know what? My grandpa is worth more than your fucking life. my fucking attorney. Shut the fuck up!
To catch you up to speed on the lore here, Maxwell has ordered 2 drinks. He's gone where no man has gone before. He's 2 brewskis deep in here and he's feeling it. He's fucked up. Also, he apparently had a little bit of an accident. He spilt on his shirt and mommy forgot to put the bib on him, so he had to go to the bathroom to change, came out shirtless, and one of the flight attendants offered to help get a shirt from his carry-on. After Maxwell was helped get into his new dinosaur t-shirt, Maxwell said thank you in the only way he knows how, with sexual assault. He allegedly groped her chest, and not just the one flight attendant, but another one as well. So in Maxwell's fucking caveman brain, he thought honking titties was the optimal way of giving his thanks. So it sounds like Maxwell may be entering the no-fly list, but might have a future at Activision Blizzard.
Chill out!
Ladies and gentlemen.
The conclusion to this video is one of the best I've ever seen, actually duct taped to the chair, like a mummy getting fucking mummified and thrown into a sarcophagus. Absolutely spectacular. I couldn't be happier with the way they handled this, to be honest. I don't know if this is by the book, like standard protocol, but if it isn't, it should be. How to handle a reckless, dangerous passenger, just tape them down. That sounds remarkable. So, this is where the video ends, but it's not where the story stops. Here's a bit of the story here, the cliff notes, as well as a beautiful mugshot of Maxwell in all of his glory, with one of the most punchable faces I've seen in quite some time. This isn't some small thing. It's not like he's only going to be banned from this particular airline, which was Frontier in this case. From what I was reading, assaulting flight staff can carry up to 20 years in jail, or like a $250,000 fine, which to Maxwell and his extremely wealthy family might be nothing but pennies in the bucket, you know. Maxwell's an extremely successful leech. I'm sure Daddy and the 5 cars he sold at his dealership can probably get him out of that fine, but 20 years in jail, well, that's nothing to scoff at. This just happened. This is some fresh, stinky news right now, so they're still investigating. All of the involved party members from the flight side of things are being interviewed, as well as getting everyone's statements. So, don't know exactly how this is going to all wrap up in this anime, though I do imagine none of it's going to be a good outcome for Maxwell. This just goes to show you, if you're one of those fucking douchebags who brags about his parents' wealth, you are destined for a life of utter failure. You will end up like Maxwell, 2 beers deep and ruining your life over nothing. I also don't have anything against Maxwell's parents, because if they truly are as wealthy as Maxwell thinks they are, where they could just like own all of Frontier Airlines, they're certainly not sharing any of that wealth with Maxwell. He's flying coach on the cheapest airline in the entire US. I'm pretty sure Frontier has the cheapest tickets available, and he's flying coach there. So if his family truly is that wealthy, they're not helping him out that much, and I respect that. I think that's great. So yeah, pretty wild story. I always love to see a douchebag get taped to a fucking chair in a plane, I guess. That's pretty incredible stuff. It's like that scene out of Casino Royale when James Bond starts getting his nutsack blasted on after he's taped to a chair. So it's great. Fucking wonderful. That's about it. See ya. I'm not a big ride on planes kind of guy, but I have become a big watch people freak out on planes kind of guy. Bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. And in some cases, it's called plane psychosis. I only just recently learned that term. That's new nomenclature to me, but I'm going to pretend to be the preeminent authority on it for a moment. Apparently, sometimes the act of just being aboard a flight can trigger acute psychotic breaks in people, which is why you've seen some of those videos pop up where a passenger just randomly goes ballistic or even tries to do something unhinged, like that one guy who tried opening the door mid-flight, like trying to force his way out like it was a Mission Impossible movie or something. That has a name, and it's plane psychosis, but the video I want to show you today is the angriest passenger I've ever seen that I also don't believe is suffering from plane psychosis. He's just an asshole.
He's your fucking ass! He's your stance! Who you keep fucking staring at, you little fucking knobhead? Who you saying shush to? Do you want me to fucking smack your fucking head? You fucking little knobhead.
You just watched a grown-ass man do a double foot stomp. Twice. With the two-piece true combo of throwing his arms to his side. That is a move used by toddlers during a temper tantrum when you tell them they can't have any more chocolate chip cookies and it's bedtime. So they freak out and go, "No, it's not fair!" He actually just hit that shit in front of God and everyone that wanted to get aboard this plane, with no shame. He then has the gall to get mad at one of the other passengers who just happens to be watching this. Like, what are they supposed to do? Turn around and just look at the wall like it's Blair Witch? Of course they're going to be watching this man-child freak out. Like, there's nowhere else for them to be looking, yet he's getting mad at someone for staring. This isn't like your quintessential tough guy. This guy is built like your bald PE teacher from middle school, and acting like an actual middle schooler as well. And now he's trying to get all up in the face of just some other person that wants to get aboard this flight that is being prevented because of this guy's meltdown. It's crazy. He gets up in his face, he starts like pushing on him and shit. He calls him a knob end, I think. Either that or a knobbit. Maybe was the word he was going for, like a knob plus hobbit? I don't really know. It's hard to really understand him through all of his fucking frothing at the mouth here.
That's fine. Just stay here for a few minutes, sir. A few minutes?
I'm fucking dead for it.
Okay.
And you're standing there fucking staring at me like you're going to do something. What the fuck are you going to do?
Excuse me, dude.
Do something. Yeah, what's he going to do it then?
Mate, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm.
What's he going to do it, mate? You fucking bastard. You fucking knobhead's going to hit me, is he? The fucking little faggot, mate.
I don't know the lore. I have no idea why he's making such a commotion, this huge fuss and blowing a gasket. He seemed like he was trying to tell one of the employees like he paid for it, so he wants to get on the plane right away. But I think the reason they're preventing him is probably because of this behavior here. I'm assuming leading up to the plane itself, he was probably doing something disruptive. So they're trying to, like, you know, calm him down, give him some warm milk, you know, to suckle or something. And it wasn't working, so he only continues to get more and more angry, and then he escalates it, getting in the face of one of the other employees, and then, like, hits him with his phone, which then aggroed another employee and prompted them to swing, so he throws out, like, a open-handed monk strike, like a palm strike to this guy. I can't really call it a slap, because he came in over the top. Kind of looks like how Conquest swatted Oliver out of the sky in Invincible. Our rowdy tough guy then makes it clear he doesn't really want to tussle due to his lack of muscle here, so he's not really looking to try and, like, retaliate. He breathed a huge sigh of relief when they separated them and told the other guy who just hit him to leave. And then he's, you know, chirps on the way out. He tries to, like, throw insults at him on the way out, but he looked like a real bitch here. So it's just chaos. He's causing a huge hoopla. He's blowing a gasket, and it only continues to spiral more and more out of control.
He's going to hit me? Is that what he's going to do, hit me? For paying all that money to get on a flight, he's going to hit me? Is that what you're going to do to me? For getting on a flight, you're going to fucking hit me?
No, we're not.
Is that what you're going to do?
No one's hitting you. No one's hitting you.
Well, he just fucking lads! He just fucking lads!
I'm not hitting you, sir.
He just lads!
So now we followed the breadcrumbs to what led him to that explosion of the double foot stomp, iconic cinema moment. And I'm still really confused because he keeps saying, is that what you're going to do? You're going to hit me to get me on the flight? So it makes me wonder if he doesn't want to get on the flight and he's making a big stink about it. But if that was the case, he could just not get on the flight. He could just leave. I don't know, maybe he's like super intoxicated. Maybe he's on some drugs. That's very possible.
You can stop fucking staring at me as well, you little fucking knobhead. Keep fucking staring at me like that, you fucking little prick, mate. Who you keep fucking staring at, you little fucking knobhead? Who you saying shush to? Do you want me to fucking smack your fucking head? You fucking little knobhead.
Don't need to fight people.
Who's he fucking staring at, you little fucking prick? Think I'm some fucking muppet, you fucking little prick.
Pretty certain I heard him call the other guy a muppet. That's a classic line. This guy is legitimately the stereotype a lot of people make fun of. I can't believe that he just exists out here in the wild like this. Completely unashamed, unapologetic, just freaking out on everyone. And the question begs to be asked, where the fuck is the police? Like, where is security here? He goes on this rampage for what feels like a long time, and they've got no answers to him. The dog is off the leash. Now he's picking a fight with just other people in line. Probably gonna go take a lollipop out of a child's hand, throw it on the floor, and then slap him in the face. Like, this guy's just, he's a loose cannon, and there's no one here to put the kibosh on it, so he continues to just keep going and going. And I looked up to try and find if there's any information, like articles about this, and I haven't found anything yet. So I'm not exactly sure the whole scoop here or the aftermath, but I know he thought he was in the right. He thought he had like a perfectly reasonable and justifiable reaction to, I guess, maybe not being allowed on the plane right away. Or it doesn't even seem like he wasn't allowed on the plane. It sounds like maybe he just didn't like that he had to wait to get on the plane, because everyone else is also still waiting. So I'm imagining maybe there was just like a bit of a holdup, so he just was told like, hey, pump the brakes on that, hold your horses, we'll get you on this flight in a moment. And he's just like, what you say, you fucking knob? Like, immediately off rip. That's what it seems like to me. Though I could be wrong. Maybe someone came up behind him and got him with the 10,000 years of death and it really set him off. That's unlikely, but who knows? I guess I don't know the entire context behind this blow up.
Calm down.
Come on, then. Come on, I'll fucking slap your fucking head in, you little dickhead. Come on, then. Come on, then.
Nobody wants to fight.
Yeah, you little fucking knobhead, mate. Get your fucking head on.
Nobody wants to fight.
Get your fucking head on, you little fucking knobhead.
So you guys want to
Shut the fuck up!
We now meet our Marvel superhero in the Pulp Fiction t-shirt. He comes forward with the finger of authority, and he's had enough of this horse hockey. He says, calm down. He tells him, you know, stop it. Gets him with like a Jedi mind trick. You don't want to sell death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. But he's too mentally sound. His fortitude is too strong. It doesn't work, so then he just yells even louder, and then the video stops. And I haven't been able to find part 2. I don't think there is a part 2. I think it's because the lady that was filming kind of got like bumped and shoved when the guy went in there to like, I don't know, bump chests with whoever he thought was staring at him, gave him a look he wasn't too pleased with. So it seems like she stopped filming there, probably because she was worried it was about to escalate into like a really big fight, so she wanted to make sure she was like out of the splash zone. At least that's my guess. I haven't seen a follow-up to this. I haven't found any articles about it. I can only imagine that authorities finally showed up and got him out of there. I would think, I have to imagine police exist in this airport here, and this would be something that wouldn't be tolerated. I don't think he got onto the flight. I can't imagine they're like, okay, sir, you've made a very convincing argument. We're sorry for the headache we've caused. Hop aboard. Get in here. Let's have a good fucking flight. Let's have a good time. How about a free drink? First class. We're upping your ticket here. Like, I can't see that being the case. So, I guess in my own little fan fiction headcanon, he gets taken away in cuffs, thrown in the slammer for being an insufferable douchebag and fighting a bunch of people, or at least trying to fight people. He did assault 2 people, though, like, on camera, clearly. Anyway, just want to talk about this very angry passenger. He was not having a fun time, nor was anyone around him. That's about it. See ya. Airplane freakouts are always extreme. They are just downright diabolical. There's something about air travel that can just bring the demon out of some people. And there's even a term for it called airplane psychosis, where sometimes someone will just have an acute psychic they just start reading people's mind like Charles Xavier when they get on a plane. They will have an acute psychotic break where like the stress or anxiety of flying will have them just kind of have this switch flipped where they just kind of go berserk.
Stay there.
Don't touch
Don't
people.
touch her. No. Don't touch her.
Don't touch
No, this is where her asshole is.
Do not touch her.
Look at her. Shut the fuck up.
Don't fucking touch me. Step back. Let go.
There's a lot to unpack here. Obviously, we're tuning in a bit late into the season premiere. They apparently were arguing because this lady was like insulting her, and then it eventually had her like leaning over, and then she said this is where her asshole is, which is, I mean, that's playing a game of where's Waldo with the old brown balloon knot. Who doesn't love that old pastime? A little weird to be doing that to a stranger on a plane, though. It seemed like she was trying to film something with her phone when she said that, and then the lady that she was insulting, like, hit her phone away, which then led to her grabbing her hair and just yanking on it.
Chill. Let go of her hair.
You cannot do that.
Let go, miss. Let go of her hair. I'm not. Andre, I'm not even touching your hair, bitch. Andre, we need the police right now.
You need to let go right now.
We need those 911.
So I'm a little torn on if this is actual airplane psychosis or if she's on something here, because she's not even in the same dimension. She's now saying she's not even touching her hair, even though she has a fistful of those fucking follicles right now. She is yanking on that hair like she's trying to climb rope with it like Rapunzel. Yet she's saying she's not. Maybe she is lucid and just, I don't know, just spitting a bunch of barnacles out there. But as this progresses, you're going to see that she is just in wacko mode right now, going full-blown, uncaged, unhinged, insano style.
You need to let go.
911, bro.
You need to let go right now.
Miss, let go of her hair right now.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to sit next to a fucking fat lady. Let go of her hair.
You need to let go of her hair right now. Let go of her hair.
You guys are already past the point of no return. You're already past the point of no return. Let go of her hair, miss. Y'all see me. You know what's going on.
Now, it's hard to figure out exactly what started all of this. You kind of have to piece together the little breadcrumbs of lore like it's the Dark Souls narrative. But we have alternate angles here to try and piece together the mystery of what started all of this. And judging from this other angle, it seems like nothing started this. She is actually off her gourd. And the lady that she just keeps calling fat over and over again didn't do anything at all to provoke this. She just happened to be nearby in this woman's aggro range and was the recipient of her wrath.
This is worth $250 to you? Look at this. Look at this. $250? I'm sorry. There's like, I'm like not touching this girl's ass. I'm sorry, I don't care. Are you okay?
We need to get the police down here right away. She just struck off.
So the no flight list is about to add another person. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Anyone can see this. Fuck it.
This was the prologue here before she grabbed the woman's hair. She's just yapping about $250 about something. It's incomprehensible gobbledygook. But anyway, let's go back to people trying to like restrain her and stop her from yanking on this woman's hair.
This is retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground. Put me on the ground. Alright. Look at this fat lady. Look at this fat ass bitch. She can't even, look, you can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit. Look at this fat ass bitch. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed. You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the fuck up.
Who is Alana?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fucking dude who's never gonna lay it again.
She actually looks possessed. She looks like the horror movie poster to a film about an exorcism. She looks like she's trying to do an Amy Lee cosplay from Evanescence, but she got too hard into Fent on the way. She's just leaning over, insulting these two people who have done nothing wrong from what I can tell from the two videos here that showcase this event and everything kind of leading up to it. She's just over here insulting them while getting restrained, and spoiler alert, she's about to make it physical. She doesn't just stop at just insulting them and all that. She then starts like actually attacking the woman.
Okay, I'm sorry, black guy. My boyfriend's black, so shut the fuck up. My boyfriend's fucking a black guy. My boyfriend's a black. My boyfriend's black. My boyfriend's a fucking black guy.
I really thought she was about to put on a Burger King crown. I thought the old Burger King plain guy was about to find his Burger Queen here.
You're joking.
Oh my God.
We're not doing all that. We're not doing. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I am in awe at the restraint of that woman who's getting spit on to not, like, pop that lady in the nose. Not to just lay down the meanest fucking haymaker on that woman. That's assault. It is textbook assault. She is hawking loogies on this woman, spitting like an alpaca here. I cannot believe that she had the restraint to not hit her. I really don't know how she was able to do that. She must be some kind of saint or something, like the Zen master, able to like fight that urge to just blast her in the fucking face. That was an actual Vinland Saga Season 2 moment. I have no enemies. I actually cannot believe it. And it only gets worse, though. Like, she doesn't stop at just spitting. As I said, she gets, like, really physical.
Ugly ass bitch, you're so fucking ugly.
You guys, I need
you
guys
never got laid in your life. Your boyfriend's dick is like 2 inches big. It's embarrassing. I'm so sorry about your boyfriend. That's horrible. That's horrible. I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
So she blue screens there for a moment, claiming she can't breathe and, like, pretends to faint so that way she can get to the ground, which frees her from everyone's grasp. But don't be fooled, it's all just a ruse. What she's doing is she's entering low power mode so she can charge her ult more effectively. You're about to see it unleashed.
Okay. Let me go, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Shut the fuck up, I can't breathe. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Nobody's fucking touching me! Fuck you! You're not letting me go, motherfucker! You're corny as fuck! You get out. Nobody's letting me go!
I can get out.
Yeah, you shouldn't get out! You're fucking fat as shit! You disgusting fat as...
She wormed her way up a little bit so she could get a better angle to start kicking that woman that she's been insulting this whole time. And she throws like a flurry of kicks. She like unleashes some like capoeira maneuvers from down there. Also, I just have to mention, whoever is filming this, what an extraordinary job. They followed the action from start to finish and kept the villain in the center of it the entire time. There was like not a single moment that they didn't have like the perfect angle to capture this, and there was no shaky cam. I don't know if they were using a gimbal, like they had a fucking Ronin with them to film this, but it was unbelievable work. It was so smooth. You don't see movies with camera work this smooth sometimes. So really impressive job from whoever filmed this.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fat ass pig! Fuck you! You're so beautiful! You're stunning! Shut the fuck up! Can anybody do something, please? Get the fuck up!
Hold on, Beverly.
No. Yeah, okay, then you know, we need to call
Come this way.
Alright. Okay, I'm sorry. My boyfriend is black. You need to chill for now. No, you don't need to. No, my boyfriend's black. You need to chill the fuck out of reception.
The woman who was getting kicked finally finds a way of getting out of there and like escaping, like evacuating this area with the fucking menace on the loose here. And I don't know what happened at the end there, but she just keeps repeating that her boyfriend is black, and then it sounds like she's starting to cry. And then immediately she snaps back into fucking demon time after repeating that for like the 4th time, and then starts just kicking and screaming again.
My boyfriend is black.
Alright, I can do that.
No, you need to fucking chill the fuck out. Fuck you! Fuck you! Leave me the fuck alone!
The way she snaps back and forth from like being on the verge of tears to then going right back into kicking everyone and screaming, it feels like a psychotic episode here. I think it's probably airplane psychosis, maybe coupled with like alcohol, like maybe she's fucking sloshed, I don't know, but this seems like a case of airplane psychosis, which is a very real thing and a very confusing phenomenon. Now, the video ends shortly after here with her still doing that while handcuffed on the floor, but alternate angle, someone captured footage of how they got her off the plane, and it's like something out of Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wow.
They got her strapped down to the bed and escorted by like 6 officers there going through the airport. Fucking brutal, man. Like this freakout was unreal. Probably earned her a spot on the no-fly list, I would imagine. I don't think Southwest is going to be all that excited to have her fly on their aircrafts going forward. But, wow. I would comfortably say this is one of the craziest airplane freakouts I've ever seen, at least in the top 3 I would imagine. I feel really bad for that lady and I believe her boyfriend. She kept saying it was her boyfriend, but I have no idea if that's true or not. It could have just been two people sitting there. I feel really bad for both of them to be on the receiving end of so much vitriol for absolutely fucking nothing from someone just going nuts. Anyway, wishing them well. That's really about it. So yeah. Last year I made a lot of videos about Karens, those wild and wacky women that would go out in public and cause a big ruckus over nothing. While most of those women were postmenopausal, I was able to latch on to their titties and milk them a little bit for some content, but unfortunately that well began to run dry. Not that the Karens became an endangered species or self-aware enough to stop doing their stupid shit in public, it's just I lost interest in it. Every single meltdown from these women just became the exact same thing every time. Oh, what's this? Another video of Great Aunt Gertrude screaming about microchips in the gas station hot dogs? Seen fucking 50 of these this week. It just became the same thing. Like, they were all saying and doing the same shit. It reminds me of like in a Madden video game where if you look into the stands, you just see the same fucking NPC spectators looking on and cheering. That's what it felt like watching Karen videos. Just a whole bunch of clones doing the same shit. It was weird. So I stopped doing Karen content, but I'm happy to say a Karen video has surfaced today that is actually pretty interesting and unique. This happened at an airport.
He threw me to the ground! My name is Terry Ann Blues! I'm the manager of the fucking airport here!
That's not
This lady is fuming. She's so mad she just did a full scat, man. Just hit him with a skibbity-dee-dee-poo-bada-bop. Like, I don't know what the fuck she was saying. Who's got hobinin'? It's like some gibberish Adam Sandler would have said in SNL back in the 90s as a joke. But she just couldn't get the words out because she's so fucking angry and heated over something that happened off camera. You'll learn about what happened here in a minute. But I also love the way she announces herself like it's a WWE entrance. My name's Terry Ann Woos, and I'm here at SmackDown vs. Raw 25 to let fucking Hulkmania run wild, brother, at this airport. Let's fucking go.
Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to.
He choke me to the ground!
You deserve it! I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
In a dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo! You fuck off!
Not helping.
Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport here!
There really is a lot to unpack here. This is the most stereotypical Karen I think you could possibly envision, from the outfit to the statements she makes. She wants the manager of the airport. What are you expecting? Fucking JJ the jet plane to come in here and troubleshoot for you and, ask what's going on? Who do you think the manager of the airport is? It's not fucking Starbucks, like you're not gonna be able to strong-arm your way to speaking to the airport manager. The delusion of these kind of Karens where they think they're always in the right and no matter what, they'll go from like victim to absolute evil supervillain in a second. She tries to like rally the people behind her. Who saw who saw him push me to the ground? Who saw it? Let's rise up, gamers! Who saw it? And then the crowd's just like, it was your fucking fault. You charged into a restricted area and got tackled for it. You brought this upon you. And then people get mad at her like, you deserve it. Fuck you. Boo-hoo. And then she's like, oh, god damn it. No, fuck all of you. Who saw it? We saw it and it's your fault. No, shut up. You didn't see anything. It's extremely hard to root for the TSA under any circumstances. I don't think in the entire history of the TSA they've ever been viewed positively by anybody. But in this video, they're the clear good guys here. They did that airport a justice by getting her away. So, fuck yeah, I guess. This isn't a very long video or anything, but I did want to talk about it because it just felt good to be home. I've seen it all from Karens until now. This is something different. This is a little more unique. It's goofy. It's wacky. It has everything you would expect from a Karen adventure. And I hadn't seen something like this before. So it was just nice and refreshing to see that the Karens are still out there and they can still surprise us. So that's why I just wanted to talk about it and bring it to your attention. That's about it. See ya.
Call the fucking police right now! I know you saw it! She beat me in the stomach!
Good! We're gonna contact them.
Thank you.
You need to...
I've always wondered what the real Burger King looks like, and now I finally know. He just looks like a normal crackhead we get here in Florida. Burger King, of course, has their own mascot, but this is the actual real-world king of burgers. Their mascot has his own video games like Sneak King and all that shit, but this is the real genius, the man behind the curtain, the Burger King. And he's out here on a plane ride not having any fun. So he sounds like Gilbert Gottfried with a sinus infection, and he keeps whining about how a lady kneed him in the stomach, and this wasn't like some unprovoked act of violence against him or anything like that. It's not like they had sent an assassin on this plane flight to take out the Burger King. The reason he got kneed in the stomach is because he's a racist asshole, which you'll soon see.
This is my seat.
Can you stand up?
Where is 25A? Where is 25A? Why did she just knee me in the stomach?
Because you deserve it.
Yes, she did.
This is the face of an angry Boy Scout whose chicken fries were cold. I love that he's wearing this Burger King crown. I can't get enough of that shit. I don't even know how the fuck he would have gotten this. Like, maybe he stole it out of a dumpster or something. Like, some child had a birthday party at Burger King. God rest their soul, that'd be miserable. And then they just, like, threw out the crown, and this guy just went through the dumpster to get it. Or maybe he truly earned it, right? Like, maybe they were celebrating. He was the first person that day to finish a Burger King meal without puking, so they gave him this crown as, like, a nice little souvenir, a token of their appreciation.
Because you deserve it.
Did you get that on camera?
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Excuse me, I'm part West African.
You deserve
I can
it.
say anytime I want.
For obvious reasons, I'm going to be muting the N-word here. You can start to see why the passengers were pretty upset with this asshole. I have to imagine that this may even be like a McDonald's viral marketing campaign, like the person filming is Ronald McDonald or like the Hamburglar, and they're just like filming it like, holy shit, this is gonna be huge for us.
Guys, you need me in the stomach. I want to press charges.
Put your mask on. Nobody.
Take your shit and get the fuck out of my seat.
I don't know why he keeps saying that he wants to press charges. Like, what the fuck do you want the staff on the plane to do about it? All of a sudden provide you with a lawyer? Like, here, okay, you want to press charges? Tell it to this guy. We'll wait before we take off. I just don't know what he expects to happen. Like, another passenger raises his hand. I am an attorney, and I will represent this lunatic in this case. I only require one Whopper as payment.
Oh, he's drunk. Oh, he needs to go.
Kick that nigger bitch off the plane.
Sir, please you need to stop. There are children. Please stop.
Stop. Hey, that's not necessary.
Take your stuff and get out of my seat, please.
Yeah, so he just keeps screaming and shouting and screaming the N-word, making it sound like a 2009 Call of Duty Xbox Live lobby. Just truly awful, and tons of chaos from this one guy going wild. And Burger King has some of the worst marketing of all time. Like, genuinely, their marketing campaigns are some of the most garbage. Do you remember for National Women's Day when they posted a tweet saying women belong in the kitchen, which was supposed to be outrage bait, where you click their tweet and then you read their next one that says that they're actually offering programs to women? Like, just stupid shit like that. They can't do anything right when it comes to marketing, so I truthfully wouldn't be surprised to learn that this whole thing was supposed to be a marketing stunt from Burger King gone wrong. Maybe it's supposed to end like that Pepsi ad with Kylie Jenner and the Pepsi saving the world. This one ends with this guy taking a bite of a Whopper and it cures racism. He's no longer racist, and everyone on the plane is super happy as Whoppers and chicken fries fall from like the emergency compartments and everyone chows down.
Take care of it, but I need you to stop yelling.
She kneed me in the stomach. Why are you in my face?
I'm asking you to stop
Have I
yelling.
committed any type of violence since I've been on the plane?
You're
No.
yelling and
So
you're causing
what?
a scene. Yes, sir. That's
She kneed me in the
disrespectful.
stomach.
I don't care what she did. You're being
Thank you.
disrespectful.
Somebody get
Shut
this
the
on
fuck
camera.
up for 2 seconds.
I want a lawsuit. I want a fucking lawsuit right now, motherfucker. Give me a
He wants a lawsuit, god damn it, and jumping Jehoshaphat, he's gonna get one. He just keeps saying that he wants a lawsuit, as if somehow that's supposed to happen like right now, that because he called for it, a lawsuit has to now be put into motion, a judge has to come out of like the cockpit, and a trial has to go underway because this guy has now declared his intent of filing a lawsuit. I just like that he proclaims that multiple times as if it's some kind of like ancient rule that we have to follow. Like back in the day, if you call for a duel, you have to engage in that duel or else your honor is fucked. Him calling for a lawsuit means that right now, a trial is about to break out on the plane. So we get a camera angle change here. You can see someone really go in there and deliver the fucking meat to him, trying this, like, get him with like this flying punch. So someone comes in with a special delivery of a double Whopper with extra cheese on the guy and knocks off his crown before they're separated, and they're trying their best to settle down the situation, waiting for the cops to arrive, which they eventually do, and they arrest the guy.
Yeah! Get out of here!
So yeah, this was a pretty wild Burger King related plane freakout. This is a little over a year old now, I believe. So I'm a little tardy to the party on this one. I didn't even hear about this, which is shocking because this is like a pretty wild freakout. And I've usually got my finger on the pulse of this kind of shit, but this one, it flew under my radar. But yeah, I just wanted to share this one. That's about it. See ya. What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I want you to forget everything you think you know about men. You didn't know what a real man looked like until right now. Now you're looking at a real man. This is what evolution wanted the XY chromosomes to look like. This guy is the definition of masculinity, the epitome of testosterone. You think you're a man because your wiener can get up to 6 inches? Fuck you. This man's womb room is 6 inches flaccid. You think you're a man because you have some hair on your scrotum? Fuck you. This man's scrotum is made out of hair. Probably looks like a fucking Karibo from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a man. You are a boy. I thought I was a man. I now realize I'm a boy. You think you've seen men in movies or in real life? No. All you've ever seen are boys. Nay, toddlers, compared to this Adonis. This Greek god of a man. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the video so you can see what I mean.
What's up, Facebook? So I'm in a bathroom right now in an airplane. And I have a guy sitting next to me that thinks he owns the armrest.
You got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna get in between this man and his armrest. He'd snap me in half. He'd eat my tits. He looks like a goofy Lex Luthor. You gotta feel bad for whatever homunculus dared take the armrest from this man. I pity him.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to get some video of me showing that if he wants to tussle with the muscle, he's gonna get it. So I'm gonna bump him off and hopefully I get it on camera.
Someone better have made funeral arrangements for that poor soul using the armrest, because his arm's about to get bumped into oblivion. He's gonna bump him, dude's just gonna fucking combust. This sociopathic Howie Mandel ain't fucking around. Like he said, you just don't tussle with the muscle. Did you fucking see that impact? I'm surprised the plane didn't catch fire. That is the power of CrossFit Gamma. You too, if you take CrossFit classes, can bump the arm of a sleeping gentleman right off of the armrest. I also love the victim of this man's brutal bumping, his reaction. It's beautiful. He's just so stunned and confused and perturbed. It's just this flurry of emotions, and it all just leads back to why. What was the purpose, you know? I absolutely love how crossfitting Patrick Stewart pretends to be asleep so that way it doesn't have to be any confrontation between the two of them over his actions. And you can just tell that his heart is racing. Oh no, please don't say anything about it. It was a power move. Don't call me out on it, please. I'm just going to pretend to be asleep. It's super pathetic. If you're going to commit to this, you might as well go all the way. Just bump his arm off, stare him dead in the eyes, maybe even stimulate your nipples or something. Be like, yeah, I just bumped your arm off, pussy. What are you going to do about it? You going to touch my penis about it? Is that what you're going to do? You know, just fucking stand your ground then. If you're going to be an asshole, commit to being an asshole. Don't pretend to just be some passive dude. Oh, I just fell asleep and bumped your arm off when you're hyping yourself up in the bathroom. But anyway, yeah, that is a real man for you all, and that's it. See ya. I had an itch, and the only way to scratch it was to find a nice new public freakout. This one's a little special. It comes from one of those gate attendants that work the gates at those high-class areas where a guard comes out and say, hey, who you see in here? Who do you know? Do you want to buy crack? Okay, and then they let you through. Yeah, this lady here you're about to see has that position, and she's going on like a fucking power trip. She's going full-on Paul Blart, looking to dispense some justice, and the only way she knows how through bad acting and whining on a telephone.
Guy in a car, and now he's videotaping me.
Because this is unlawful.
Ma'am, he's running me over.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, hurry, please hurry.
Yeah, she's a real thespian, and I have to commend her for her method acting. She even pretends to run away from the vehicle, even though the 911 operator can't see that. She starts backing away from the car, looking all panicked, and then she gets into like a defensive position, like she's trying to stop a fast break in basketball. She really gets into the performance to sell the narrative, even though she didn't need to. She could have just voice acted the performance, but she takes it the extra mile. She has the voice of an angel. Feels as though your ears are being caressed by a chorus of 1,000 mermaids. I don't know who Mike is, but he's nowhere to be found. And if these piercing screeches weren't enough to get his attention, then that guy just doesn't fucking exist, or he's already run very far away from this woman.
Yes, please! Hurry, ma'am! Ma'am, I don't know, and he's a lunatic, and he's videotaping me! Ma'am, please hurry! Mike!
Her face looks like a thwomp from Super Mario 64. I bet if you actually did hit her, she'd make a sound. I decided to look into this one because who knows, maybe it was possible she did actually get hit by this car before they started filming. I mean, if I got hit by a car, I'd probably start going crazy too and start screaming for Mike or some shit, but I probably wouldn't be blocking the car that just hit me. I'd probably want to get the fuck away from it. I'd be afraid of it at that point, because if they've already hit me once, what's going to stop them from doing it again, especially if I'm acting like a huge asshole. But anyway, the story is, the guy filming this pulled into an area he didn't mean to be in, so then he pulled around to leave through this gate, and this lady here, Judine, was the gate attendant, and she's stopping him and going on this crazy power trip. I've never seen a Judine, I've never even heard the name Judine before, but this looks about right for Judine, and this just really seems like some straight up Judine behavior.
You're in trouble.
How so?
You're going to jail.
How so?
You're hurting me!
How?
You just ran over! Ma'am, please, hurry! He just ran over, and he's still moving! Please, ma'am! Please, hurry!
Now, I really do like her approach here. She's ramping up. She's up in the ante here. Like, ma'am, you gotta get the fuck over here. My God, he's still moving. But I don't think that's enough. You need to double down on the lunacy in the narrative. Ma'am, hurry up. He's still moving. Jesus Christ, is that a bazooka in the backseat? Holy shit, he's getting it out. My God, it's shooting sharks. What the fuck is that? Is that Joseph Stalin in the passenger seat? Ma'am, hurry. Then you go back to the bread and butter. Mike! Mike! Mike!
I'm gonna throw it. Stop! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Ma'am!
He ran over me! He ran over me!
She's saying I ran over her.
He ran over me!
Reinforcements have arrived, and they're not on Judine's side. They kind of come over just to make fun of her. Which, who wouldn't, you know what I mean? It almost looks routine for them. They just calmly walk over. They look genuinely embarrassed from the few frames you can see of them. And it just seems like a common occurrence with Judine. Oh, shit. Judine's throwing herself on top of vehicles again and calling the police. What the fuck?
I have the whole thing on recording. Sir, come on.
No, you're good. Hey,
this is unbelievable, man.
Good. We just heard it on the radio. The cops are already coming.
Can I please go?
You can't. The cops.
I can. I absolutely can.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. If you want,
I want him arrested. I want him arrested.
I have done nothing wrong.
He's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. He'll run over you, Chase. Chase, get Marvin, please. Go, Marvin. Please, go, Marvin. Get him out of here.
She was really out here making a last-second push for an Oscar. However, it didn't pay off. The man did pull away. He got about a mile or two down the road. Cops pulled him over about this call. He showed them the video. They let him go. No charges. Judine gets fired. Happy ending all around, and pretty much what you'd expect. But I don't think it's all bad for Judine, because this really shows her acting chops. She's able to convey a schizophrenic old woman beautifully. So while the door may be closed on her time as a gate attendant, perhaps a new door has swung wide open in her acting career. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see her on the big screen. That's it. See ya. I'm not Scooby-Doo, but I'm still sniffing for clues, and I'm picking up a big whiff of something fishy. It's stinky out here. I've been smelling something foul. With all of these airplane freakouts that have been happening recently, I don't understand what is going on. It's getting wild. There have been an abnormally large amount of plane freakouts with passengers going berserk on airlines. It only has been like 2 weeks since this video hit the internet and took it by storm. This is the video of the woman who gets up out of her seat and says, "That motherfucker is not real," pointing to another passenger on the plane, and everyone turns their head to look, expecting to see like a T-1000 Terminator, but no one saw anything, and then she got off the plane. This photo here has actually become more famous than the fucking photo of the Wright brothers' first airplane. This is now one of the most well-known photos in aviation history, I'd argue. But anyway, this is not an isolated incident. When I talked about this when it first happened, there had actually already been another case of someone having a similar freakout where they got mad at a passenger they were sitting next to and then even tried to like charge the door of the plane to open it and get out. And now yet another video just came out from this year of another passenger having a very similar freakout, saying that a passenger on the plane was a robot and recharging their batteries and saying like the plane's gonna go down, and it was another like big scary moment on the airline. And this is 3 in a very short period of time when I'd never seen anything like this before. It's not like plane freakouts never happened. Of course, there's always been like irate passengers and having like meltdown moments on planes. But all of these are like sharing similar character traits with each other in terms of what they're freaking out about. And they're all over the globe, which is super odd. Not that I think there's any kind of grand conspiracy here, but it just makes me really wonder what's gone on to cause this level of panic on flights. Now, I do understand that maybe some of these are related to psychosis, which is a very serious thing, and that's definitely no laughing matter. That's very sad. But I do also wonder what else could come into play here, because it's not like all of a sudden psychosis is a new thing. So is it just we're recording more often and people are seeing it, being exposed to it more often, or if it really is increasing in frequency, and if so, why? I got really deep into this fucking rabbit hole for some reason, and it led me to something called railway madness. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this. When the railways were still pretty new, there were reported instances of completely normal people going on railroad cars and freaking out and like getting violent and aggressive and just going ballistic while the carts were in motion. And then when they stopped, they went back to normal. So for a brief period of time, there was a number of people that thought trains were causing damage to people's brains and flipping this switch that had them go wild. Kind of like the plot to the first Kingsman movie, where like a certain frequency turned them into like absolute killing machines that were just fucking attacking each other. But of course this isn't a real thing. Trains weren't causing damage to their brain and turning them into like, you know, lunatics slapping each other around or anything like that. But as I understand it, there was just a very weird case of some people just going kind of nutty on trains and getting aggressive and freaking out. And now it seems like we're having something similar happen with airplanes in the modern age here. Now, of course, this is only 3 viral instances of it happening. That's not exactly scientifically significant. It's not indicative of some kind of pandemic sweeping the globe of people going crazy on planes or anything like that. But it is just a weird thing that I wanted to talk about because it's happened so many times in such a short period of time. As you discussed the clip of the woman freaking out on the airplane. Man, you are super late to that one. But you did just remind me of something else that happened on an airplane that Matt sent me earlier. Apparently, a guy had a big freak out on a plane claiming that he is stuck in a time loop. And that he experienced this 6 times already. That the plane was gonna crash. I don't know what's going on with planes though, but look, assuming this is a correct translation, they're a hollow earth inhabitant. I don't know if we're just filming things more often and crazy plane freakouts have always been common, or if this is just a rising phenomenon. But it is happening frequently now. What do you even say to calm them down? Don't listen to the time loop guy. We gave him way too much alcohol. Sorry. Please don't listen to time loop. Like, I don't even know what you say to calm everyone down. I'd be freaking out if this happened on a plane I was on. I'd be losing my goddamn mind. Like, all rational thought would go out the window and be like, oh my god, there's a time looper in here! We're doomed! He's seen it all, fuck! Oh god! I'd be running up and down the aisle. Oh my, yeah, I'd lose it. I'd fucking lose it. Well, he wasn't telling the truth. The plane landed. It didn't crash. But maybe he had just broken the cycle. Maybe that was the key. Cycles 1 through 5, he tried, like, very odd ways of fixing it, like flying the plane himself, all kinds of different things, erecting a force field, perhaps. And then on the 6th cycle, he tried just going full-blown Insano style, and that was the secret. Saved their life and not even respected. Heroes often aren't. What if he's actually telling the truth and we'll never know? What if the pilot came out and said that him freaking out made them slightly look to recalibrate? That's probably what happened, and then everybody clapped. Remember the guy who aggressively wanted to shake people's hands? That guy was cool. That wasn't a time looper. That guy was just a professional handshaker. He was a grip inspector, and he was going around making sure everyone's handshake was nice and firm. So it seems like there's only one write-up here from a reputable source. Footage from Chinese social media shows an airline passenger melting down earlier this year. He said he was caught in a time loop, and this was his 6th cycle. The flight... I'll just pull it down. The flight already crashed, and everyone died, but he's returned to this point and was warning everyone. He said they were destined for the same fate as the Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. According to the passenger, one of the crew members wasn't human. She was a robot who was changing her battery, and that everyone needed a reset because their jobs are slavery and they are being paid money for dark reasons. The flight was canceled. Too many passengers were freaked out by the incident, and the passenger was arrested and sent to a medical facility. Oh, so they weren't even in the air yet. I thought this happened in the air. Also, this is so interesting. Another one of these "this motherfucker isn't real" moment. She was a robot who was changing her batteries. So yeah, hey, maybe he really did save them. Maybe that plane would have went down if he didn't go fucking ballistic here. What's your ideal time loop scenario? I don't think there is one. A time loop is worthless. Time travel is what means the most. That's most helpful. There's no way to prove him wrong. You are correct. Clear sign of psychosis. Find it sad people are making this guy into a spectacle. Yeah, I think that's very clearly psychosis. What's interesting, though, is that this has now happened 3 times this year. Well, 3 times in the last month. What was the third one? The guy coming back from the rave, and he tried, like, opening the door after shouting at his seat sidekick, the passenger next to him. Started shouting and freaking out at him, and then tried opening the door mid-flight. Millions of people in a time where everything gets shared seems about right. That's what I was wondering. If it's just a matter of we're all filming everything now, so the freakouts get eyes on them, and it's always happened since the history of aviation, or if there really is a big wave of mental illness coming through. COVID fucked up a lot of people. Yeah, maybe the isolation had some kind of huge effect on people's psyche. Perhaps.